Alright, the second match we're going to watch on WrestleMania 26 is going to be the singles contest between CM Punk and Rey Mysterio. Now, this match is up on YouTube on the WWE Vault channel, which is a fantastic channel for classic and unseen matches and behind-the-scenes content. I highly recommend it, so you can watch along with us on that. Hopefully we'll be pretty much queued up to the same time. As far as the main Peacock broadcast, we're at 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 31 seconds. And again, I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play, and we'll all play on play. And I do just want to say, we watched a little bit of the package that aired before this match, and we got to see Dominic, who's of course featured prominently on WWE television now. He was 12 or 13 at the time, and he was already taller than Rey. So I thought that was funny. I don't think we'll see Dominic. He might be at ringside, but I don't think the family was involved in the match at all. But that was just an interesting little side note. So anyway, Rey Mysterio Jr., CM Punk, WrestleMania 26, in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, I do want to just say really quickly, the, oh darn it, I thought I had it up. Do I not? Okay, hold on. I wanted to give the star rating for the match we just saw.
Alright.
There's CM Punk with the long hair. And this is the Straight Edge Society. CM Punk in the middle. The tall drink of water on CM Punk's left side. On the right side of the screen is Luke Gallows. And I believe the lady with the shaved head is Serena Deeb. But I may be wrong about that. But I think that's who that is. Again, we were watching at the time, but not religiously. And even though I watched this show, obviously I don't have much of a memory for it.
Punk with long hair makes
for some
me think
strange
of
reason.
Seth Rollins.
Oh, I did have it up. Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, triple threat, got 2 3/4 stars from Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer. For comparison's sake, the match we're going to watch now got 3 stars. I know this match, bell to bell, was only about 6 minutes, but the YouTube clip is 13 minutes. And these entrances, I did watch a little bit of it take a bit of time. So we got about 5 minutes worth of entrances here.
Alright.
Yeah, he's really kind of doing sort of a cult leader gimmick with the Straight Edge Society here. As I recall, like I said, I was not a regular viewer. I would watch on and off, and we'd check out some of the big shows. You see him talking about he's going to be the one to save Rey. Like I say, very cult leaderish.
Yeah.
That was the stipulation on this match. If Rey loses, he has to join the Straight Edge Society.
Ah.
I only remember that because I just read about it, not because I remember, because I don't remember this match at all. I remember the Undertaker-Shawn Michaels match from this show, and that's about it.
Do you prefer Punk with longer short hair?
I think he looks better with the short hair.
Same.
Maybe if the beard wasn't so long there, if he just had like the sort of the really trim beard,
maybe
it'd work a little better.
I mean, like, he looks fine, but I think he does.
Punk's look when he first came in, his hair was long, but maybe not quite that long. Yeah, probably that long, about shoulder length. But he I don't think he had a mustache. I think he just had a goatee with that long hair, and he looked kind of. I mean, I was a fan of his because I'd heard good things about him on the Indies and was looking forward to seeing him wrestle. But he did look kind of goofy. This is a better look than that. Kind of John Wickish.
And like I said, Keanu hair.
But yeah, I think he looks... Sometimes he's had a... Not bald shave, but like crew cut shaved.
Yeah.
Or he's just got it shorter now. I think it's a better look for him. And of course, the gear is pretty much the same as he wears now. That hasn't really changed. The logo on his shirt, which I guess is the Straight Edge Society. Oh, I like the G.I. Joe inspired trunks. You see that?
Nice.
With the star and the red, white, and blue. He's got a cobra tattoo. Like, not cobra like the snake, but cobra like the terrorist organization, G.I. Joe. Like their logo.
Nice.
Is one of his tattoos, so I'm assuming he was a fan.
Probably. Either that or really committed to a minor detail of a character.
But anyway, the Straight Edge Society shirts, they almost had a Bray Wyatt. See, like the Fiend. It almost looks like the Fiend on the front. I don't know if the same person designed them or if when they did the Fiend stuff they were inspired by it or what. Rey's got like, I'm pretty sure that's fake hair. I'm pretty sure that's part of his mask. I've never seen Rey Mysterio with hair that long. I've seen him with very, very short hair at best.
But, I don't know if the light blue is working for him.
It sort of reminds me of somebody else, but I can't think of who right off the top of my head. But there's another wrestler or somebody who has that sort of... I think it's a masked wrestler too.
I'm not sure.
Honestly, kind of looks like Damian Priest. Just with a mask. Kind of looks like the hairstyle Damian Priest rocks a lot.
Yeah.
This is one of Rey's more subdued Big Show outfits, really.
Yeah.
Other than the hair. I guess the hair was the big thing. And this bedazzled armband he's got on. The gauntlet he's wearing there. But otherwise, just nice blue stripes. I have a Rey Mysterio mask. Not one that I got from him. I mean, just a mass-produced one. But
yeah. I bet his actual masks are worth quite a lot.
Probably. But I know for a long time he was giving them out like Brett would do with the sunglasses.
That's cool.
He'd wear a mask over his actual mask that he was going to wrestle in. He'd come out and take that mask off and give it to a fan.
Nice.
I actually watched an episode of WWE Treasures from a couple years ago with Ray and Dominic on it when they were looking for Ray and Eddie stuff.
Nice.
And he mentioned how he's given a lot of his masks away to other wrestlers too. When they wrestled him in big matches, they'd ask for the mask, and he was always generous about giving it to him.
That's cool.
It's funny, Ray's got that
Ray
big.
Seems pretty cool.
Ray's got that big back tattoo, and Brock Lesnar has a similar tattoo. And like early on in Ray's run with the WWF was also early on in Brock's run, and Ray put on like a lot of muscle weight when he came to WWF. And I'm not saying it was steroids. I'm not saying it wasn't, but you can see from his early days in the WCW days in the WWF, he put on a lot of muscle weight. And there was a shot one time backstage where you just saw his back, we all thought it was Brock Lesnar at first. We were like, "Oh, that's Ray." And just saw the back. You saw a quick shot of the back tattoo and this big muscled up back. I'm like, "Okay, that's Brock." Oh no, it's not.
I bet one of those wrestlers is a lot taller than the other, though.
Oh yeah, but I mean, that there was no frame of reference. It was a close up of their back, so you had no idea how tall they were. Yeah, I like the G.I. Joe trunks. You would think I would remember that, but no. I clearly was not paying that much attention.
Okay, a CM Punk Tumblr, but with G.I. Joe influence and, like, things. I don't know the exact design, but there's a design there somewhere.
Well, I mean, you could just pretty much take that logo right there that's on his trunks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it would fit with his current character, but...
With his current one, I don't know. It would probably be his older one. But I'm sure there were fans of his older character stuff.
I don't think
it's just general fans of his that would like it. I
don't think it will embarrass you or upset you or anything to say that you had the same hairstyle that Serena Deeb has there at one point.
Yes, I did. Not ashamed to embarrass, but not going back to it.
No, but like it's one of those things. It's cool that you did it because you can always say, "Hey, I've done that."
It's like, yeah, done that.
I've rocked that look.
Other than the maintenance, I've grown quite fond of my long hair.
I would imagine these two, with a good amount of time, could put on a pretty great match. Like I said, this got 3 stars, but it only went 6 minutes too, so you're not going to do. But so you can have a good match in 6 minutes for sure. Yeah. But you're going to want to get into double digits probably to really approach very good or great.
Yeah, we did a Comic-Con recently, and Mom had a CM Punk Tumblr, and there was a guy who walked up all excited calling over for his other friend, knowing his friend would be really into it. His friend is already walking up really excited to find a CM Punk cup.
Nice. Yeah, I designed that cup.
He was very excited. He saw it. He's like, "How much?" And he just started grabbing out his wallet and everything. He's like, "I have to have this cup."
It's too bad the glow-in-the-dark one we had, I think, was even cooler. But they both took a while to sell. Yeah. And just the glow-in-the-dark cups are more expensive to make, so it's tougher to make those if you don't think you're going to sell them. But yeah. I think it was an even cooler cup.
I think one of my friends
Casey's Custom Creation, C3 on Instagram and Facebook, if you want to check it out.
Could be one.
I don't know. I know it's sold, but yeah, even it took a while to sell. Like, I guess the Comic-Con crowd is. I mean, you would think there's a lot of wrestling fans.
There really is.
But we haven't. Our wrestling designs were not big sellers. They all took a little while. Even we did some Sting stuff right around his last match last year at this time.
So I think it is kind of specific or whatever. But yeah, we meet a good bit of wrestling fans, and there's like one vendor I see at some shows. Like all they sell is wrestling figures and whatnot.
That was a really nice sequence there. Ray came off the ropes and Punk power slammed him. Yeah.
And obviously we've also been at shows, like one had Ric Flair's robe on display, another one had a wrestler at it. So.
Wow, I just realized CM Punk does not have nearly as many tattoos back then as he does now. Like his whole chest is tattooed now. But I know he's got chest hair back then. I guess he doesn't.
So you
guess
are
he shaves or
proof that
waxes
you can
now,
get a lot of tattoos within 15 years.
Yeah, no, it's just interesting. I thought Punk had most of his tattoos once he started wrestling. I didn't realize that he'd actually gotten...
How many years did you get tattooed?
From 2013 to the start of the pandemic. So about 7 years.
How many tattoos did you get within 7 years?
132.
That's a lot. And that's half as long as it's been since this match. I don't think CM Punk got that many tattoos in 7 years, or even 15 years. Do you think any wrestler has that many tattoos?
Probably. And it depends on exactly how you count too.
Yeah.
Oh, like I say, I'm not sure without looking. Punk has a fair amount. Undertaker has a lot. Randy has a fair amount now. Aleister Black, I think, has a bunch. Something like I think Brody King, he has a lot of tattoos. But Ray's got a good amount too, as far as that goes.
Yeah.
I really don't know. There's plenty of wrestlers that have plenty of tattoos, but as far as who really stands out as the most tattooed, I'm not sure. So do you have any memories from watching the show originally? Like I said, I remember...
I'm not sure I have many memories from the year 2010 at all. Except that's the year Monster High came out. I can tell you all about Monster High from 2010. That's like all I remember.
That's the year that we moved to North Carolina.
Okay, I remember that too.
And this was the first WrestleMania we saw as residents of the state of North Carolina.
I remember moving to North Carolina, and I remember Monster High for sure.
And like I say, I remember being so excited that I even printed out piece of paper with every match on it, and everybody in the house made their predictions, and I made up a whole chart about who got the most right.
It's hilarious how sometimes you can be really excited for something, and like it is really cool and important in the moment, but yeah, later on down the road, it's like, yeah, that happened.
But then, yeah,
and I loved it, but that's all I remember.
I honestly could not have told you a single match from the show other than the Shawn Michaels Undertaker main event.
You didn't keep any of your papers?
No. I'm not saying there's not one in a box somewhere, but I didn't intentionally keep them.
I say you've got boxes of papers. You recently showed us,
but even the main
old card from one of our wrestling tournament things.
But even the
shows.
But even the main event that we're gonna watch, the world title match that we're gonna watch, I had it backwards. I thought it was John Cena and Triple H rather than John Cena and Batista. I think I was thinking about the WrestleMania the year before this.
Surprise Batista.
When that year I think it was, no, that might have even been a triple threat. Batista, Triple H, and John Cena. Now that I think about it. There's Serena Deeb stopping Ray from hitting the 619. But no, because I think it was, no, I take that back. It was Edge, Big Show, and John Cena in one world title match at 25. And then it was Randy Orton and Triple H in the other one. And then this one, it was, like I say, John Cena and Batista. And there's the finish right there. Ray finishes it off, does not have to join the Straight Edge Society. And then it looks like it was Chris Jericho and Edge in the other world title match at this show, because this was another one of the eras where they had 2 world titles. Oh, they just mentioned Dominic in the commentary, too. They're like, Dominic, I know you're waiting. Daddy's coming home. Dominic has just been a revelation. He's been, once he turned heel, he was fine as a babyface, but once he turned heel, he just turned it up a notch. He's been incredible.
Yeah.
Doing his Eddie Guerrero tribute act. And a lot of what Eddie did was tribute to his late partner, Art Barr. I guess Dominic's kind of doing the Art Barr tribute act.